If you don't have any immediate plans to go on any dates, you've just accomplished one of the most responsible decisions you could possibly make for yourself. Stories such as making the Prince Charming and Happy Wife, Happy Life have been responsible for the demise of males more than anything else. You have two options when confronted with harsh realities. You may either wallow in self-pity or take action to improve your situation. The members of MGTOWs, or men going their own way, have decided to go with the second choice because they do not like the idea of imposing their ideas on other people, and they especially do not like the idea of utilizing social engineering in order to exert power over other men or women. You shouldn't bother wasting your time trying to change the opinions of other people, even if some of them are so stupid that they can't think you can make decisions that don't violate the rights of anyone else. You shouldn't even bother trying to change the opinions of people who are so stupid that they can't think you can make decisions that don't violate the rights of anyone else. Rather than doing that, invest your time in the individuals in your life who will bring about positive change. This is something I feel compelled to mention since in today's modern world, one of the most challenging challenges for men to overcome is social engineering. At the end of every one of my movies, I always encourage the audience to take a step back, look at the bigger picture, and put an emphasis on realism rather than imagination. If I know that women are hypergamous, I won't tell you that women will accept every guy who comes along, even though some modern women might be promiscuous and easy to get to come to your apartment. When I imply that the system wants you to settle for less than you deserve, I am in no way encouraging you to engage in promiscuous conduct in any way, nor am I suggesting that you should settle for less than you deserve. When it comes to women in particular, I am referring to them in the most straightforward manner possible. When someone makes a reference to women's standards, they are actually trying to express the concept of preferences. When a man has certain prerequisites for the woman he wants to marry, such as inner and outer attractiveness, good manners, and even a particular history, this is known as a moniker. On the other hand, a woman who wishes to date a notable guy is viewed in great favor by society. This is because society values success in romantic relationships. Males have been misled for an extremely extended period of time into believing that women are valuable solely owing to the fact that they are female. This misunderstanding persists even in modern times. I will show you how to make money doing whatever it is that you do, and it won't matter what it is, because I will show you how to make money doing it. I will lead you down this wild rabbit hole and teach you how to earn money doing whatever it is that you do. It is an ideology known as feminism that is supported by some schools of thought. Feminism is an ideology that believes women should be treated as if they are taken seriously, and that this ought to be the standard by which society judges women. Stay here with me because I am certain that you are going to find this one to be really nice. And I would really appreciate it if you could do that, because it is going to make my life a lot simpler if you could do that. Let me think of some simple ideas that society accepts without question. If you're a man, you may have learned a long time ago that excuses aren't manly and that you have to work to get what you want in life. It doesn't matter what your circumstances, past or background are. You just have to do the work, and that's it. In particular, most women don't care about your struggles except for your mother, if she cares at all. This is why men whine. Even if a female is impolite and rants about how stupid guys are on social media, she can still get a lot of affirmation from males. This is especially true if she is attractive. If she is attractive, it shouldn't be too difficult for her to locate a man who is interested in her. It makes no difference if she is a heavy smoker or a heavy drinker. If she is attractive, she may make a lot of guys want her. Obviously, none of these males should be, or are members of the MGTOW population. When women are young, this is a terrific card for them to play. But once they hit the wall, things change drastically and become even wilder than they ever were. If you had a good upbringing, your parents probably reminded you on more than one occasion that you have to put in effort to get what you want, and that you can't assume that everyone will like you just because you exist. Son, you may forget about the rainbows and the brightness. This is the real world, and in order to become a man, you are going to have to overcome a lot of challenges. It's likely that a man of good character has heard something similar at some point in his life. Do not get me wrong. I am all for assisting males in developing into the best versions of themselves, which is why I am putting out information specifically for you guys. On the other hand, women typically receive more favors from their families, friends and lovers, than males do. Because of this, some women go into partnerships with very poor habits, and the majority of men have no interest in trying to change them. Because the option to save a hoe is such a terrible one, we should pick the one that has a lower chance of failure instead. The following is how the arrangement will proceed after that. There are some people in media outlets who will try to persuade you that a woman with baggage is one who is overweight, has wrinkles, children by other fathers, a low fertility rate, and a variety of other unpleasant features. Indeed, dates ought to be affixed to the problems that have been found. When they were so busy chasing bad guys with fancy bikes, cigarettes, and expensive clothes, they forgot about their goddamn biological clock, which begins to tick when they reach their 30s. This happened while they were in their 30s. Now that the countdown has begun, and their beauty is either declining or has entirely vanished, they are in urgent need of something to justify themselves, and they are looking for it everywhere. They might claim something like, "I was just knowing myself," as their defense. You shouldn't care about how stupid she was and make a concession, but think about it in this way. If you're an NBA coach and you know that a player has a lot of experience, he had a good start, but then he kept getting injured, and now he's a very fragile man. Should you care about how stupid she was? In order to make a bad situation even worse, he possesses a large ego and despises the fact that he squanders his time going to parties, drinking excessively, and not taking proper care of himself. The same is true for romantic relationships. As I've mentioned in the past, the system wants you to accept a lower level of compensation than you are deserving of. For this reason, I urge you to set high criteria for yourself as well as clear boundaries. If you can do that, you have a chance of making it in this crazy world. You have my continued best wishes for success, but from this point on, the ball is in your court. Do you believe that some ladies have lost their minds? Have you ever talked to a woman who justified her poor choices by saying something like this? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please remark and share it with your friends, guys. We'll talk to you again in the following video.